Okay, wait a minute. It's always doing this. It's in a safe driving mode. Speaking, but it's not coming on. .com. I'm your host, Latherial Phillips. Welcome to the Petty Roast Show. Again, I'm your host, Latherial Phillips. I should have said that first. Well, 2020 has been kind of, let's just say, what's a word for it? What's a political correct word for 2020? You can say busted, cracked. It's a lot of negative words, but 2020 is not. You know what? I'm just waiting for the monster with the 7 heads to come out the sea. Then whatever, or tower head with that big robot with the horn. I mean, with the horn for a head. Ooh, I wait for stuff like that, because everything else is just happening. I mean, unicorns breaking off their horns, saying they want to be horses. Pegasus selling their wings to Buffalo Wild Wings, saying that they're tastier. I mean, it's too much wild stuff going on in the world today, let alone Minnesota. I mean, the Minneapolis is kind of burning up at this moment. I mean, when I say burning up, I mean burning up. I don't want to dictate too much into it because there's a lot of you know views I have. Well, I mean, it's not views, but it's a lot of, I can say, I've came conclusions I came across with. So we're gonna move to something. Let's say for the next few because this sun is burning me. And next week, Petty Roast will be back. We're back in the studio, and we're back on graphics. We'll be back on doing unless the government say something else. The governor say something else. Petty Roast will be back in the studios. Next week, and that'll be a cool thing. I can sit down, I can relax or whatever. But this stuff that's going on, all I can say is, again, gotta be a lot of political correct, but you gotta watch what you say and how you paraphrase and stuff like that, because you will get marked on your words and you will get held for stuff not today but later on. So talk 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 about your feelings. I shouldn't say this, whatever. I mean, I should, but I don't say this. But talk about your feelings. When I say this, I normally say it to a female or whatever. Like, what's your problem? Talk about your feelings. I mean, because you ladies are the most expressive people in the world, but men are not. So maybe a lady want to talk to a guy, but hey, talk about your problem. We need somebody to talk to, or vice versa. But the thing is, on both sides, talk. Talk. Let people know how you feel. Get it off your chest. Say your point. Now, whether they hold it against you or not, that's another story. But you got it off your chest. Whether it's good or bad, talk. Because you might say something bad, and somebody might you know tell you to change your views so you can see the error of your ways. You only can change when you see the error of your ways and stuff. People are stubborn. You know, people are stubborn until it actually predominantly affects them. So if something happens to somebody, that never happened to them before, and they seen everybody and seen it happen to everybody else, it'll humble that person. So before you get humbled sometimes and go through all that, just talk. You know what I'm saying? Talking is like the last resort, because if there's no talking, there's only action. You know, I mean, enough talking is like what's after the talking? Action. Now, whether it's a good action or it's a bad action, it's action. So I'm close to the phone. It's hot. It is hot. But again, there's a lot of tension in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Last 3 days, uh, Mr. Floyd, shout out to his family, loved ones and everybody. Again, I'm trying not to get into that, because there's a lot I want to say, and I don't have the right form. Not no, I can say it here, but I don't have the right. I'm by myself, basically. What I'm trying to say, I'm by myself. I can't collaborate and you know rebuttal or rebuke or listen in or chime in to this conversation. This is a conversation that I've been having all night. I wish I could have recorded some of the stuff. A lot of people don't, want to give their views and opinions, but they don't want to speak on it. I mean, I speak on it, but they don't want to, nobody know how they feel. And that's crazy because however you feel, people need to, need to hear it because eventually you're going to help or hurt us, but holding it in, you're going to hurt yourself. So trying to help or heal. I mean, hurt or heal. So a lot of this tension that's going on, just talk. Just talk. And I'm about to get off of that. And again, it's so much wild stuff that's been happening. I don't know what's good to talk about right now. What's good I can elaborate on? I can talk about Marvel's going ahead and greenlight the new Namor the Submariner movie. That's cool, but who's to say we'll get to the movie theaters to see it? And that sucks. So again, basketball season is shot. But I'm trying to figure out this hockey season. That's what I'm trying to figure out this hockey. It's like nobody played no games. Well, they play a few games. Yeah. They play a few games, then stuff shut down. Then it was going on polls. It's like, well, this person, I don't know how it's going, but teams that never been, that's never played to make it to the playoffs are in the playoffs. And it's like, huh? It's like, uh, uh, football when you play with dream draft, like dream draft NFL. It's like you know, I guess is what the computers say, possibilities or probabilities, but I never got that. I'm gonna find that out this week and so I can see what's going on. But all is I think Las Vegas Golden Knights won it. If I'm not mistaken, I might be mistaken, but I think the Las Vegas Golden Knights won it, or in the Stanley Cup uh, finals. What else? What else? Entertainment's bad. Entertainment. Oh, okay, we can talk about the versus battles. Shout out to everybody that's doing versus battles on Instagram. The stuff is nice. The Beanie Man and can't think of his name. Beanie Man and I almost said Master Killer, but the concept was nice. I mean, because everybody was going for theirs. Shout out to Ninth Wonder because every day he's been holding it down, doing different stuff. These versus battles are nice. Memorial Day, Nelly and Ludacris had a versus battle. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I just got off of work. So Nelly and Ludacris had a versus battle. In Nelly's defense, which you know, in Nelly's defense, the rain was bad. The weather was bad. It was that Saturday. Yeah, that Saturday, and it was just coming down, and it was just bad, just crazy. And again, shout out to them for playing something for the culture. Everybody, I'm gonna say everybody, but a lot of people stayed in the house and shit. Whatever they was at, it was focused on this particular thing. So it was over. I was fired. I'm sorry. I'm so sleepy. I'm tired. I'm sorry, y'all. It was over 500 people. 500,000 people was tuning in watching this stuff. It's like 500,000 people just sitting back watching these two guys do their stuff. So 500,000 people just not know where, getting in trouble or getting accused or anything or set up for anything, that's minding their business. 500,000 people. So shout out to that. And shout out to the Memorial Day, 112 and Jagged Edge. They had a nice concert too. You know what? Everybody has nice concerts. You know, the Jill Scott and Erykah Badu. Oh man, that's a classic. Now we're about to get into some real stuff. As in, oh, I'm sorry. Get into some real stuff like DMX. They trying to figure out who to pair with DMX. Really, nobody. You can pair with DMX in a versus battle. I can't see nobody. But who he asked for, or whatever like that, he won't get. He called Jay-Z out. He's not gonna get Jay-Z for many reasons. Not because he can't beat him, because there's gonna be too much stuff, you know. So okay, that's that rule. But one battle is gonna go for the ages to come if it ever happen. Will be the Busta Rhymes and Redman. I know my station manager probably listening. Oh, it's these people he's mentioning. I'll explain later. But the Busta Rhymes and the Redman versus battle will be epic. It will be epic. It's to the point where you know how you only get one thing and like you only get one chance in life to do certain things, whatever, so you don't blow your opportunity and this and that. Okay, if this ever happens, this will be one. So whatever happens at that time, like from if it starts at 7 and ends at 10, so from 7 to 10, I'm not caring about anything unless it's something detrimental. If it's blood, if it's involving blood and no post, okay, that's a different story. Blood or no post, that's different. But if the person's screaming or hollering and crying or this and that, you know, I'm like, all right, fine, you're good. I can hear you screaming and hollering, you know, and it's like pain makes you yell, so I know you're right there. So give me a few minutes, I'll take care of you. But this is how detrimental it is. That's gonna be the battle if it ever happens. If it don't happen, that's even cool too, because I couldn't see them two going against each other. It's like your two favorite fighters in the whole world, or two favorite wrestlers in the whole world going against each other, and it's like only one can win, and you don't want neither one of them to lose, but somebody's got to win. But you will hope that, you know what? I hope they just go ahead and tag team or collaborate and do this and do it for the culture. It sounds nice, but still, no. At the end of the day, this is Hollander stuff. It only can be one. You know, so metaphorically, if you get your head chopped off and some light shoot out your neck, I mean, you just gave your power up. So that's how it is. So if you heard the Queen song, you know what? I mean, listen to Queen. But what else can we talk about? What's going on in this world? No sports other than wrestling and golf. It's a lot of stuff, man. It's a lot of stuff that I wish I can talk about personally. I can give you my opinion, but my opinion is not necessarily word of bond. You know, it's just my opinion. You know, how you feel, and how I feel don't necessarily dictate how you should feel. That's why it'll be, you know, when I be talking and saying the stuff I'm saying, I be trying to, you know, speak in a third and fourth party. Like I know what I question. I would ask myself a question, but I would answer that question, but I was also elaborate on it. Excuse me. I would also elaborate on it to the point where I would just, you know, give my perspective and everything. But if it's crazy. It's crazy because I can, you know, I don't want to sit up here and sound foolish or say nothing that's, you know, no. Oh, wait a minute. I can talk about this. It all happened last night. Trump called himself. Well, I ain't gonna say he called himself. Let's just say Twitter, you know, implemented a new little feature, you know, for as in fake news or this. What basically what he said, fake news and this and that. So they gave him they put out a little censor button. 45. I'm gonna light a cigarette, excuse me. 45. Kids at home, don't smoke. Don't do this. Don't do what I do. It's a bad, nasty habit. But I work in nursing. I take care of people, so you understand sometimes. But 45, you know, I got the tweet. I also got the where they kind of blocked it. But make a long story short, it was like when they start the looting, you guys start the shooting. I mean, I can take it many ways. I can just to be political correct, I can see it from his point of view. Hey, if people start doing this to you, that's when you start doing this to them. Okay. Okay. You're right. But you're talking about a certain class of people, group, ethnicity, or however the case may be. I can't even say you are. But when you say if they start the shooting, I mean, if they start the looting, you start the shooting, that's implying as the president of the United States, that's basically giving a unexecutive order. Okay. If your boss told you to do something that you know is wrong, but you got a family and to take care of, what would you do? Okay. But if you got a boss to tell you, if you don't do what I do, you got a family, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. But just to make your job easier, don't worry about it. Anything you say and do, I got you as the president of the United States. I will vouch for you. Vouch. A vouch is something important. A vouch is like a certificate or authenticity that you show to somebody. It's like, well, look, you don't believe me. I have a voucher. And you pull out this scroll, you unscravel it. Is that a word? Unscravel it. You unroll it, and you show and you present to the person. This person looking at it. Okay, it's official because this person's name is on it. So if he says so, if he says that, you just basically validating, anybody to do anything like that. I don't know if he said it before or after that lady that was in that motorized wheelchair. Listen to this lady in a motorized wheelchair going around stabbing protesters. A lady in a motorized wheelchair was going around stabbing protesters. It's like, next thing you know, you just sitting up there with a sign like, no justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. And you hear something just rolling up behind you, getting faster. No justice, no peace. No justice, no. And you turn around, you see a woman with a little knife, whatever, looking like the Atari video game Joust, like she riding on a robotic ostrich, just rolling around, stabbing people. And of course, I mean, and it's kind of like you don't want to go around and just, beat the handicap up, but she's riding around stabbing people on a motorized wheelchair, and somebody was making it known. She's stabbing people. She's stabbing people. She stabbed people until somebody grabbed a fire extinguisher and tried to cool her hot ass off. Because like she's on fire. She needs to be cooled off a little bit. So he got this fire extinguisher. He sprayed her, but that wasn't it. They don't show the rest what happened, but they did catch up with an interview with her. I'm like, I almost felt bad. I mean, by me working in nursing field, I almost felt a little bad. It's like for a lady They sprayed you with a fire extinguisher. They maced you. They pushed you all upside your head. They pulled your hair. You said they took your purse and your car keys and your wallet and all this stuff. They did a number on you. And all because you had a knife and you just stabbed people. And I'm like, that's all you just did? I mean, they did all that to you, and that's all you did was just grab it. Why were you doing that? You know what I'm saying? Well, I was trying to stop the, protesters and the rioters from stealing. That's admirable. That's real admirable of you. I mean, I appreciate it. Well, I don't appreciate it. I mean, me personally, I got my views and my opinion. But as far as in you, as in your moxie and your gump, I give it to you. But sometimes we think we can do the impossible. We think we can how do you say, make the water go back the right way in Europe. So, they say that you flush the toilet, it goes counterclockwise. It's like, well, no, I want to do this and make it go that way so I can. I mean, you can try. Many tried, many failed. I don't know none succeeded, but to stop rioters and and looters and stuff like that. I mean, it's you better off getting a cat a bath. You better off running a nice drawing a cat a nice Mr. Bubble bath, getting some Mr. Bubbles while the hot water just drawing it, lighting some candles, playing some sade, sweetest taboo, got the mood set, and you just grab your cat and you trying to wash them in the water with candle lights and Sade playing. You're gonna have a butt naked fight, a butt naked wet candle fight. This what's gonna happen. You're just gonna sit up there and be fighting a cat. You're gonna come out the bathroom scratched up with the next track playing. Smooth operator, coast to coast from into Chicago. Sit up there holding the door while a cat scratching that because it's kicking your tail because you try to do that. So what I'm basically saying is to stop protesters from protesting, rioters from rioting, and looters from looting is impossible. The thing is, if you want to do something about it, just don't do it. You don't have to do everything anybody else do. That's the thing about this country we stay in. You don't have a choice. You can say yes, you can say no. You have a freedom of speech, you have a right to assembly, you have all those choices. You do not have to, everybody's going over here protesting. Well, I'm gonna go over here and protest with you. You have that right to do that. You also have that right to not do that. You also have the right. Well, ain't over there assembling over here. You know what? I'm gonna go assemble over there. I'm gonna go assemble with them. And you know what? They're assembling, but they're not saying nothing I want to hear. I'm gonna go over here and make my own assembly, and just do my stuff. You have the right to do that. But as far as in the right to stop me in a time of, how you say, anarchy, it's like trying to get control in the organized confusion. I mean, it wasn't organized as far as in people met up at Chick-fil-A or at Dairy Queen or at Wendy's. Oh yeah, shout out to Wendy's. I hope you guys fix my order before next week. I'm not gonna say nothing today because I talked to you guys last night, but I'm gonna give you 7 more days to fix my stuff right, or we're gonna have a nice hot show next week, and I guarantee it. But you don't see those guys, I'm sorry. You don't see those guys, doing all that stuff, but and it goes back to, well, why are people tearing up the stuff and rioting and all that? And that's a good question, but I'm gonna give you the best PC answer that I possibly can give you without getting deep into it. Why I ain't gonna say why, where? Why are these people, protesters, activists, however the case may be, whoever you want to name them, why are they tearing up stuff? Simple. It's not theirs. When I say it's not theirs, man, like, we don't own no stock in it. It's not our stores and this and that. Oh, but we need the stores to go to, and everything. We got to go to the stores. We got to go to the banks. We got to go to the malls, to the pharmacy, and all that stuff. But just think if all those times you went to all those places before these days, that you was told that you couldn't do certain things. You can't come in here wearing this shirt. You can't come in here wearing that hairstyle. You can't come in here wearing those clothes. Your baby, even though he's in a stroller and only 5 months old, he needs shoes on. You can't bring your service dog in here. I don't care how blind you are. You're reeking of marijuana. Oh, you do have a medical marijuana card. And you got it for strokes and seizures. But still yeah, you can't come in. So if somebody was telling you no, 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 not all the time, not all the time, but I'll give you another scenario. Imagine going to your favorite restaurant every day, every week, whatever. Let's say every week. You go there every week. You get the same stuff. The majority of the people there, some people get hired, some people get fired, some people move on, go to another job. Some people, go up and down. Shit happens, you know what I'm saying, that people move on, but you still see the same person, majority, you still see the few same people there. And you go there all the time, you get what you want. And this one particular day, you go up in there, you don't see the same people that you see somebody else. You can't expect the same service, but at the same time, when you try to tell them what's going on or whatever, they're like, oh, no, we're gonna do it this way, we're gonna do it that way. And it's like, okay, you sit and take it for a minute, but these people ain't there no more. So you got two options. You got, get the person to see, y'all come to agreement or stop going. So a lot of people switch up and change views and opinions because of their beliefs. And the riots are happening because it's not ours. It's not ours to the point where we don't own anything. I mean, I'm just keeping it, 100, keeping it, how they say, funky and whatever. We don't own too much to the point where we can, the little stuff that Black people do own is cherishable. It's like, it's so cherishable that it gets passed down from generation to generation. Like, you know what, this rock, my great grandfather gave to my great grandfather, which gave to my grandfather, which gave to my father, and gave to me. This rock been our family for 5 generations. And it's like, really? And it's like, yeah. Like, what's this rock made out of? Like, just a rock. But it was like, what does this rock symbolize? Whatever, like that. Like, oh, he bust somebody in the head with it to get his freedom. And it's like, okay, that's different like that. This is the same rock that bust the person in the head with to get his freedom. Like, oh, okay, like this. So he hit the guy in the head, and the guy fell down, so he ran. And before he left, he grabbed the rock and started running because he might need that rock again. Makes sense. There's some history behind it, other than you just telling me, other you just giving me something that that I don't know what it is or whatever. It's like, and that's where a lot of stuff has happened. Like, we don't own much of nothing. So for us to, not us, but for people that look like me or act like me or talk like me or walk like me, for those type of people to do the stuff they've done, it's like frustration. If you had a whole pizza, if I had a whole pizza, I'll give you a scenario. If I had a whole pizza and I'm sitting up here eating this pizza in front of your face every day, and you asking me, "Can I have some?" Like, nope, can't have none. Can I have some? You know, and I make it funkier for you. I'm eating the Emo's pizza, the square beyond compare. I was gonna use a regular Little Caesars or a Domino's, got 8 slices, but the square beyond compare got like 16 plus slices. Got a lot of slices. You know, you can eat. I'm sitting up there just eating each square. Like, can I? You ask me, can I have some? Nope. I ain't gonna get none. All right, fine. And next day I do it again. Can I have? Nope. And I've been doing this every day for a while until you're hungry. You know, you see me eating every day, and it's like I'm doing everything for you other than taking care of your needs. It's like I didn't kill you, but I'm not gonna make sure you eat. Yeah, I'm not gonna make sure you have a roof for your head. I'm not gonna make sure you have no money in your pocket. Well, I'll make sure you live. That's not living. But go back. So you sit up there and you be like, hey man, can I have some pizza? I'm like, nope. So you get mad and you get hungry, you get angry, and you get frustrated, and justifiably, you know, I ain't saying you was right, I ain't saying you was wrong, but justifiably in your head at that moment, you're all the way right. So you're gonna snatch that pizza box out of my hand and you're gonna start eating that shit. Now, what I'm gonna say is, hey man, how you gonna take our pizza? I was gonna give you some until you took the box. You was gonna give me some. You were gonna give me some. When were you gonna give me some? Oh, I was gonna give you some, man. You didn't give me a chance to. Okay, well, I didn't give you a chance to get your fill. Then you give me a scrap because what's a feel in money? I mean, have you ever made so much money you'd be like, you know what? No, I'm done. I don't want to make no more money right now. I'm cool. Just stop. Just stop. Please don't give me no more money. Please, no, stop. Please don't give me no more money. No more money. No more money. Please. You like big bucks, no whammy, like no bucks, whammies, and stop. You playing reverse pressure luck. But you never hear nobody talk like that. So you won't hear nobody, say the other stuff. But we don't have nothing to lose, metaphorically, physically, and mentally, literally, and figuratively. We don't have too much nothing to lose. So, what would be the only thing? I mean, like just ask a person, anybody, no matter what color they are. If you get seized, government seized by the FBI or the IRS or whatever, they're taking everything. What else is left when they take everything? You. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if they're not taking your life, you know what I'm saying, you're fine at the moment. But if they're not giving you nothing to improve your life, you might be dead where you stand. So you can help somebody and you can help somebody and not help somebody. You can make it look like you're helping somebody. It's more as in if I see you, I'm gonna say something. If I see you tending to a garden and you done majority of the garden, I'm sitting there watching and I'm talking to you like I'm talking to you. And I'm like, hey, you know what? Let me come help you real quick. And I pick a carrot and you be like, that's all. Well, you ain't gonna say that's all I'm gonna do because in your head you're gonna be thinking I'm gonna do some more. So I'm like, I pick a carrot, I go back on the other side, I do it. I'm like, dang, dog, I thought you was gonna help me. Like I did, I picked that carrot for you. That's all you did. Like, well, shoot, this ain't my job. This ain't me. Well, like that, This like, but you volunteered to help me. And if I knew that you was gonna do this, I wouldn't have said yes. I would have just done it myself. You set me back because of something of your belief in what you believe in and what's going on. You was like, well, shoot, I want to do this, I want to do that. And can nobody make me? I'm not making me. So that's why a lot of stuff is going on today because we don't own too much of anything, and where we can put like that, we don't own too much of nothing. There's a lot of places we can't go. It's a lot of stuff that as Black people they have a lot of restrictions. So I mean, it's just like any other group of people that say they've been restricted. It's like you can't tell me not to go to the beach. I'm going to the beach. I'm going out to, you know, the Ozarks. I'm going to Lambert's. I'm going to the casino. I'm doing whatever I want to do. You got the right that. You know what I'm saying? And if people give you that power, of course you're gonna adhere to it. I mean, it'd be crazy not to, use the power that's given to you, or use the power that's already in you. Whether is radical power, racial power, physical power, mental power, however the case may be, it'd be wrong to not use the power at least once. But the thing is, it'll be right if you used it for, using a good conscience and good faith. It won't be wrong for you to use your power, but it will be right if you use it in good faith, because great power comes great responsibility. So if you got a voice or you got a motive to speak up on and say something about stuff that's going on, people getting oppressed, I mean, say something before it's too late. Because the person that stands on the side of tyranny might as well be on the side of tyranny. I mean, just stay quiet and stay quiet in the middle of tyranny, might as well be on the side of it. It's like if you if you with your friends and somebody came in just particularly towards you, say, "Hey man, you hit my car." You're like, "Huh, what? I didn't hit your car." "Yes, you did. You hit my car. You did this. You did this. You bad." And that's what happened, but you didn't hit it. He be like, "I didn't hit your car. Well, I ran your place, whatever, and it came back to you." Like, yeah, but it's not. I was a driver. What was driving? You got through saying all that stuff and doing all that questioning. You want the person that they're talking about to speak up, but you can't point them out there because you don't know what this guy's gonna do to this guy. Like, oh, you got sideburns and thick mustache. Oh, okay. I tell you what, you better make sure this is straight when I get back. It's like an image. But what time is it? It is. I've been talking about an hour almost. Give it a few more minutes because I'm in this car burning up. Now, sun is out. It's for it to be 67 degrees. It's real hot. But like to thank you guys, with all this convoy 19 going on and all the racial tension going on, I want you guys to know, hey, be nice and drink water. Just be cool, and I don't know. I can't tell people not to not to like people or not to hate this. I can't say nothing like this, but one day before the machines come, I hope you realize how decent, how good you had it as a human being, and what choices you had, what heartfelt choices you had. Because when these machines come, in which they are coming, and it's not so much the machines as in uh Terminator Terminator movies or whatever, or you know, these robot fighting, nothing like that. The machine is something that's operated on a program that's, you know, a continuous function. I mean, that's going to make it present a continuous function. Meaning, like, it's not going to stop moving to the proprietor or an operator stop it moving. So a machine is an operative. It's an ops. It makes, it operates on one whatever principle to take care of whatever the need is. So whether it's a blender or a vacuum cleaner or a remote control for a television, you push the button, okay, it goes up, goes to the next channel. That was the whole purpose of you doing it. I mean, you can get married and take pictures and do all this stuff all day, but what would it matter? It is hot. It is hot. It is hot. It is hot. What time is it? It is On my end is 8:47. I got probably like 7 more minutes. I'm gonna try to push it out some more. I just got off of work. I've been working all night. Well, I've been trying to. The times I, those nodding my head off once or twice or 3 or 4 times. But I like to shout out to the people at nursing homes. I can shout out all essential workers or whatever, but I like to shout out to let's say CNAs and NAs and geriatric workers and case may be. No LPNs, no RNs, no doctors, just those guys. Because to take care of somebody's loved one in a time like this, to give up the safety and protocol of your loved one, take care of somebody else's loved one, it's a special type of heart. I mean, it's like the heart is the size of John Q's son. And on your job, your heart times 2 of them. It takes a big hearted person to sacrifice health, safety, protocol, emotions, do this to go to work to take care of somebody else's loved one, which they haven't probably seen in a long time, and they put them there to die, and how the case may be. It takes a lot of heart. I like to say shout out to everybody. I'm not even gonna mention no particular job no more. I used to give shout outs to my work employee, but let's just say I'm still there, but let's just say due to conflict of interest or whatever, um, we as a people need to work on ourselves. And when we work on ourselves, this place can actually be better on both ends, on all spectrum. Gotta work on ourselves. If it's something that ain't right about yourself, you need to fix it. I mean, it's called camaraderie. It's called, have some type of sense of decency. If you're not decent, act like you're not decent. I'd rather you to act like you're not decent instead of pretend that you are. If you're not decent, I mean, I expect you to be grimy, filthy, dirty, mangy looking, all that stuff. I mean, if you're not doing that, then you're not that. So I need people out there to quit fronting and quit perpetrating a fraud and quit acting like, it is what it is when it's not. But before I go again, not again. Shout out to nursing aides and CNAs, CMTs, farm techs, anybody just the on a middle lower totem pole, but at the same time do big enough work to keep them top poles there. It's like if we're a totem pole, we're in a totem pole, we're the bottom. We're the bottom of the totem pole, but at the same time, without the bottom, you won't have no top. You can get that top and stick it in the ground, but it's like, well, where the rest at? It's like, oh well, yeah, you gotta explain how you got here and all that. We're the ones that made you. So one more time, shout out to all the nurses. CNAs, CMTs, geriatrics, NAs, water aides. Whatever y'all titles are. Shout out to y'all. Y'all keep it moving and change your profession. Change your profession. You got a chance, go get move up a little bit more, get out, change profession because it's not right in nursing right now, and it's going to get worse. And if you got loved ones in a nursing home, I hate to say you might have to go and get them. You might have to go and get them, and I can at least say you can spend your last time with them, and y'all can have best times instead of they living their worst or their last days up in this place. But again, shout out to them. And before I go, again, Petty Roast, show. We'll be back in the studio tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Friday next week, Friday at 8 a.m. I'm trying, hopefully I get down there and get some stuff straightened out and everything. Back in the studio, I guess in a more comfortable zone and, doing what we got to do, saying how we got to say. And, shout out to the other shows. Check the other shows out. Kurt Schilling Extravaganza, our folks, black men. I forgot the title. Black Men Expo. Oh, he gonna get mad at me. I apologize. But shout out, check the shows out, and check my show out also. Yeah, I keep saying it's gonna get better and better and better, but I want too much for the show, and I thought about it's me. Maybe I want too much. Maybe I'm trying to push the show somewhere that probably don't need to be pushed instead of just doing what I gotta do and letting it go on its own. So with that being said, there's 3 chats, Scott. Sorry about that. It was lunch with the Missouri Black Conference. Sorry about that. Lunch with the Missouri Black Conference. On Saturdays at 1 p.m. Kurt is on Tuesdays at 10 a.m. That was saying. But before I go, it is, yes, with the 1 hour mark. And I'm scratching my face. I need to wash this stuff off of me. But again, before I go, listen to the Petty Road Show, Ferguson USA, HotTalkRadio.com. Listen to Kurt Schilling, Extravaganza. Listen to Ira Foles, Lunch with the Missouri Black Chamber of Commerce. And again, we're trying to push Ferguson. We're trying to get Ferguson's on the map. We're trying to keep it there. With all this stuff that's going on, it's a good and bad thing. Bad is because we're not at the station we need to be doing, and we can't do what we had to do, and a lot of people are somewhere else. And it's good because we're not at the station and we're trying to do what we got to do. A lot of people somewhere else. Think about it. It's like it goes both ways. And I'm going to, when you give me lemons, I'm going to make lemonade. My ideas are sweet enough, so I'll be all right. And you guys just take care. You be safe this weekend. Wear your mask, wash your hands, drink some water, take your vitamins, practice 6 feet, 6 feet of distance, there's nothing wrong with, hey man, you don't have to walk from everybody. And any parties, anything going on, you guys going anywhere and trying to do anything, be careful. Just be careful, watch what you're drinking with and what you're smoking with, watch who you're eating with, watch where you're living with, watch all that stuff, because that particular fun, if it takes 2 weeks to do all that stuff to you, whatever, you don't want to you don't want to make one day your best life knowing that you got 13 days left. Think smarter, think smart, stay in the house if you got to, have fun, drink wine, watch TV, get a coloring book, play Nintendo, do a crossword puzzle, put a puzzle together. Do whatever you do, just stay safe and stay, away out of trouble. And before I go, one real strong tip, this is all to, my peoples. If you come across a situation where you're faced with authorities stopping you or detaining you to ask you questions about anything, just comply. Just comply. Just comply. I'm not telling you to not say this and not. Just comply. If they ask you for your license, Give me your license. If they ask you questions, well, this is the thing. Before you get pulled over, always have your phone on record. Don't just, oh yeah, I'll pick up here and do this. Here they come right now. Watch this. You don't do this. Just have your phone on record and sit there and talk because you're talking to them. You're not paying attention to recording because anything that happens, record comes. So if the police comes and and try to whatever, push record before then. Comply with it. Give me your license, give me your registration, give me your insurance, whatever. All that. Now, always have your window up and your door is locked. If they tell you, hey, sir, you're gonna have to step out the car or do this and do that. I'm like, am I under arrest? Like, no, I just want you to step out the car. And it's like, why you want me to step out the car? Oh, sorry, you need just stuff like that. It's ways to it. Just step out the car. But before you step out the car, turn your recording off. But one thing, if you're gonna record it, you might as well record it live. Record it live. So if something happens, you can push live, you can push stream, and it will go. And lock your phone. That's simple. So if something happens to you, whatever like that, it's live stream, and they saw the pre-inquisition of it. They saw what happened before this happened or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So you will be compensated in some way. But just don't go up there acting cavalier and be like, oh man, they pulling me over, let's see what the hell, and turn around and jump up the car and be like, hey man, what y'all? You don't want that. You know what I'm saying? You don't want nobody slam you on the ground. You don't want nobody putting no knee to your neck. You want none of that stuff. You just comply and be safe. Get badge numbers, um, get a name, and that's it. You're going by your business and get a lawyer. And with the stuff that's going on, I'm not saying they're not gonna say you're not lying. They're gonna say is what we know. Well, is there any more truth to it? We're just looking for more evidence. You know what I'm saying? When I say you're lying, we're just looking for more evidence. But you guys be safe. This is Latherial Phillips from the Petty Roast Show, Ferguson, USA, HotTalkRadio.com. Again, stay safe, be cool out there, try to have fun. If you're going to be out there, have fun. If you see something going wrong, you see any type of injustice happening, say something. You know what? You don't have to pull a camera out no more. The days are almost over. So if you see somebody in need of help, don't just pull your camera out and catalog their struggle or journalize it. Go help them. You know what? Do something better. Be like, hey, you know what? You want you if you that bad, if you that dude or you that woman, and you want to record it so bad, tell somebody else to hold it for you while you jump into action. Instead of sitting behind the camera. Oh wow. You see what happened? Oh man, it's crazy out here. And you just taking pause trying to see who all looking in or whatever. Oh, I got if I get 20 more viewers, I'm gonna say something. 18, 19, 20. Okay, I need 20 more. 38. Okay, I got 40. Hey man, it's crazy out there. It's wild. They trip. I'm not gonna do all that. But you guys be cool. Again, be safe out there. Don't give nobody no hassles. Y'all love one another. Be cool with each other. Y'all gotta love each other. Just be cool with each other. Be respectful. Please. You ain't gotta like the person. Just respect the person. That's all I'm asking. And again, if you see something out there going on, do something instead of just saying something. Don't just pick your camera up and record me going through the stuff. You know what I'm saying? Do something. Do something. I'll do it for you. All righty. I'm Latherial Phillips. This is Petty Roast Show, Ferguson, USA, HotTalkRadio.com. And I'm out of here. I will talk to you guys next Friday, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. So you be safe until then. Peace, bless, and all that good stuff.